Hello, everybody. Hi. How's it going? We're finally back to this. Yeah. It has been like 2 years since the last one. Yeah, maybe over that. We checked. Last video upload was 2023. So yeah, like 3 years since. Oof. Well, we decided to do this again because uh, we needed a plot point. We needed a reason to leave the nest in the latest Angry Birds Stupid Adventures, and this was the best we could come up with. And yeah. So, shall we continue now? Yeah. We might make this like a monthly thing, by the way, eventually. Just, going through the subreddit, to see what people have come up with. So, yeah. But that's not gonna be for later, so, yeah. Anyway, shall we begin? Yes. Okay. The pigs need an indicator. Yeah, definitely in the more modern games, because I cannot tell you the amount of times I've lost because there was this one pig somewhere and I couldn't find it, and yeah. Because it's really annoying trying to get Shade as a free-to-play player. Yeah, I refuse to give Rovio any money, but and it's just terrible trying to get Shade. Oh my god. The worst bit is, because apparently the people who paid for Shade, they're getting all these feathers for her and making her super powerful. Apparently they had to nerf that. So now the free-to-play players get punished because the people who cheated, because I consider pay-to-win cheating, get... It's stupid and I hate it. I know. Do you think the original games will return? Oh, so funny story. We were actually rewatching some of our older subreddit videos last night, and we were talking about how we needed the old games to come back, and we need, we want to see them again. Yeah. Let's just say we began to lose hope over the years. Yeah. If they ever do return, it'll be on. They'll put it on the NES before anything else. Not even the NES. They'll put it on the Commodore 64. I bet every single person watching this video doesn't even know what that is. Look it up. It's a really old video game console, like one of the earliest ones. Anyway, Angry Birds connects Mission Mayhem. So I assume this is a set you got recently? Neat. Very neat. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh, this is actually my wallpaper. A more extended version of this with the Angry Birds Seasons logo. I'm using this as my computer wallpaper right now. I'd show you, but my recording size is kind of limited, so yeah. But yeah, we are recording this on St. Patrick's Day, and we're probably going to upload it on the same day, too, so... Yeah. Nostalgia. Ah. Beautiful. I love art. Yeah, I've really grown an appreciation for literally every piece of art ever since AI became a thing. Yeah. I still hate myself for calling it a fad that'll die out. I mean, technically you weren't wrong, Red. It's just that it took way longer than you expected. Yeah. Oh well, next year. Around this time next year, we should be free. Until then, we gotta suffer through hell some more. Is Mighty Eagle and the Angry Birds considered to be a fraud compared to his game counterpart? I would definitely say so. I get what they were going for in the movie. Trying to give him a redemption arc, because, like, it's a prequel, so it makes sense. Yeah, I can definitely see it. It's just that... I think... Oh my god. I know. I don't know how many of you guys saw our Angry Birds plush movie. What we essentially tried to do with Mighty Eagle in that is pretty much take what they did in the movies, an old hero who's now since retired and has to learn to fight again. We pretty much tried to do what they did with the movie, but try to do it, like, better. Yeah. You should watch it if you haven't already. I'm not gonna say how good it is, because I'm obviously biased since we made the thing. Yeah, but I don't know, give it a watch, check it out, you know. Maybe we'll probably leave a link in the description or comments or something. We'll see. Yeah. Continuing forth. Shade. Yeah. It's so funny though. Hmm. Seeing Shade. Like it started out as just this leak out of nowhere. Like girls are like, ooh, or the idea. What we thought would end up being was it'd be like, ooh, we're teasing Dahlia. Dahlia's coming to Angry Birds Subreddit. Oh no, it's actually a character completely reskinned. Because like, God, if that actually happened, that would just have to straight up be rage bait, right? There is no way Rovia would unironically be that stupid and dumb and annoying. Yeah, I believe it. They use AI. Yeah, true. But still. Anyway, downloading we're still on Android. Yes, just look up APK downloader or whatever on Google or whatever site you're using, and look up Ingrid Stella on said site. You'll find it. Yes, Luca. God, it's really funny because Luca dropped, right? Pixar dropped Luca, and then like a year or two later, there was the Willow series on Disney Plus. So I was just sitting there when it dropped, wondering, okay, when's Poppy, Dahlia, and Gale gonna come out? Yeah. So far, we have seen none of them. Disney, get on it. Actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that, seriously. Actually, no, do that. It's original, so as it might be. Whatever. You know what I mean. No. Someone's talking about Angry Birds Epic never had any merchandise. I don't know, ask Maximus Overdrive. Yeah. Question about the original Whitebird. What gender do you think the Whitebird was back when the game came out? Whitebird was a male. I know everyone assumed Whitebird was male. I think I always assumed Matilda was a female. From the very beginning. Yeah. I don't really know why. Yeah. Okay. It's from 2013. Still. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Actually, I wouldn't just remove Stella. I think I would replace her with Bubbles, since Bubbles is at least in the show. Yeah, even in season 1, I think, right? Yeah. Bubbles. He was like the main character of every Halloween special for cartoons. Do you consider Leonard as part of the flock? Yes and no. I consider him as like an ally to the flock, who's not an official part of it. Yeah, I can see that. Similar to like Icebird. He's not a part of the flock, at least not a regular part of it. 1 month until Paramount. Paramount's not gonna do anything to promote Angry Birds 3. We've seen it with Sonic 3, we've seen it with Search for SquarePants. It's gonna happen with Angry Birds 3. Come on. Installed Angry Birds 2. Clicking. Oh, are those... No, Chillingo's the publisher, right? Yeah. I don't know. Under's Red and... Oh, yeah! Red Fire Man and Sonic Racing Crossroads. I don't play it, because I don't have the money. But, nice to see Red Fire got it. It's movie Red. I don't know, probably just because it was easier to... I guess kind of put a skin on top of a more humanoid model, or more humanoid base, I suppose, and try to create a whole new thing, but I don't know. At this point, I don't really care if classic or movie stuff happens. I would prefer classic, but the movie's just how it is now. Yeah. I already said that now. DLC roster in a nutshell. Oh, Sonic SpongeBob. God, Sonic Racing Crossroads is the goofiest racing game of all time. Sonic, SpongeBob, Red, Hatsune Miku, Steve, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, some of these I kind of get, right? Nickelodeon, because Paramount and stuff. Yeah. But then there's Hatsune Miku. Like, why is she here? I think... Is Miku public domain? I don't know. She might be owned by someone. No, because, like... I don't know. Guys, if you're watching this, answer us in the comments. Is Hatsune Miku in the public domain or not? Because if she's in the public domain, then yeah, I can definitely see. Well, no, because she's in the... Well, she's technically not a video game character for Super Smash Brothers. Oh, yeah. I mean, it'd be fun. It'd be funny, but... Yeah, I can see. Because, like, I know Nintendo and Sakurai have, like, strict rules for who can and can't get into Super Smash Brothers. I know if I can play Angry Birds Blast Island. I don't know, and I really don't care. Something cool you discovered? Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my! That, my friends, is what we call a loophole. Yeah, we need shade so badly, man. We do. That's a question I'll answer as movie star. Okay. Here's my burning question. Why do you do the same pose every time? Well, not same pose. Why do you do the exact same movement every time you say something? It is the exact same. If you watch the movie and you watch All Stella Tunes, she does the same thing every time with the arm pumping, whatever. I don't know what it's called, but I don't know why she does that. Answer me. What did the animators just run out of money by the time they got to filming Stella? Like what? Who knows anymore? What kind of fabric? Like I said, Ask Maximus Overdrive. AB Stella Apple. Okay. Plush Toy Original. I think that's bootleg. Yeah. Well, Sony's at home, so. Comments and they were his parents. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's a lot of notable differences. We have, oh man, on our other channel, which, for no reason in particular, we're just gonna say we uploaded a video on that today as well, which you should probably go watch. We plan on doing, well, the guy plans on doing, a series, right, breaking down, because it's been a while since the previous Angry Birds lore video. So what the guy's planning on doing is he's planning on breaking down each individual Angry Birds game, solving each lore, one game at a time, solving the lore of each game one at a time, and finally coming up with a timeline from there because it just got way too complicated too fast. Yeah. I think we need to do like a refresh of the whole... no pun intended, because of the Angry Birds refresh series we have. I think we need to do a refresh on the whole... whatever, yeah. He's planning on rebranding the channel too, I've heard, so... His channel, not this one, not the one you're watching the video on. This is Stang Blows and Bubbles Gaming Forever, but... Happy 13th anniversary of Birds Tunes. Classic series. Love it. Something wrong with the Stella update? Yeah, there's lots of things wrong. Oh. This is about, Lucas Loud. Okay. Oh, because I haven't played it, but I've seen videos of it. Right, obviously. Luca has just this ear-piercing, bloody murder scream for some reason. I don't remember if that was in the original game or not, but oh my god, dude, calm down! I know it's called Angry Birds and all, but... Jeez! Rovio be like... Angry Birds OG, F you, crossovers F you, Postman games are cool. Stella and... Oops! That one didn't age quite so well. No. Yeah, we're doing a... God, it started with... What else started with? I think it started with Willow and Bounce, right? Yeah, Willow and Bounce, and then... Dahlia and Angry Birds 2 and, like, the Stella update and Reload dropping at the same time, and this is all within, like, 4 months of each other, so... Rovio is really greedy. And in other news, AI sucks. I don't know. Trying to say something obvious, but without saying something too cliche. Yeah. Drillbird flare. Why won't this design just die? Because Rovio likes them, I'm sorry. And it's there twice. Why is it there twice? Shut up. Is this true? Yeah. I don't know if it's still available, but on the Rovio Gaming Discord, they put out, a form sheet based on if you'd like to see Angry Birds games come onto console. And, oh my god, yes, please! Especially like the classic games are there, like Space and Epic and Classic. Oh my god, please do that. What else do we have? Welcome back, Angry Birds Go. Oh, yes. Remember Angry Birds Racing? Remember that was supposed to be like, Rovio was supposed to be like, alright guys, we can't exactly give you Angry Birds Go, but we can give you this! How's that? And everyone was like, no, I don't like it. Well, at this point, I've accepted the classic games are never coming back, so I'm pretty much taking what we can get at this point, so. New Angry Birds Island Sim discovers a random bear. Stop! Stop confirming the theory that Angry Birds and Five Nights at Freddy's are connected. That is a dumb theory, you guys. Oh, Red, did you see the Matt Dusk cover of Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Matt Dusk, back in 2012, did the peace song for that year. Peace Song 2012, Fly Me Home Tonight. He did that with someone else. He recently put out a 60s cover of the Living Tombstone FNAF 1 song. Stop it, world! I'm not blaming Rovio or Scott or Steel Wool or anyone. I'm blaming the world. I'm blaming the 0 point field. Oh, you need a lot of context to understand why. Yeah. Chuck's redesign. It just looks like Angry Birds Friends design, but with thicker lines. Wait, no. I think it's supposed to be like a classic-ified version of the Friends design? I think I kind of see it, yeah. No, freaking yeah, blah, 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 blah. Super Roaster and Rainbow. I think it's supposed to be the Super Roaster, specifically. So, Shade Q&A. Oh, yeah, they put a video explaining the development process behind Shade. The biggest surprise in that video is that they mentioned Angry Birds Star Wars. I genuinely thought they legally were not allowed to do that. Apparently they can mention it, who knows? I don't know if Rovio's watching this. For the longest time, we actually suspected Rovio was watching our channel in secret. But I would personally love to see, even if it's more generic branded. I would love to see the Star Wars levels, Star Wars 1 and 2. I'd love to see them be put into Reloaded. As like even if it's an off-brand Star Wars. I still want to see how they would go about doing that. I don't know if it's anything Angry Birds Star Wars they can't do, or if it's just the game itself. No, because it would just have to be the IP, right? Because clearly they can use powers fine. Space Talon Reloaded is basically the same as Princess Leia, and even Shade is basically just the hologram Emperor Palpatine / Shadow Trooper from Angry Birds Star Wars 2, so, yeah. Anyway, speaking of Star Wars, that looks awesome. That's it. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. New app icon for Angry on GP Store? What's the GP Store? The Grand Pork Store, I don't know. Actually, that's not a bad name for the store, for our store in Super Adventures. Yeah, but I think it would be fun if we just kept it as just the store, and we can't figure out a name for it, so, yeah, I get it. Rovio isn't releasing its old games to the same quality as Angry Birds Subreddit. I would like to see a remaster of Angry Birds. Technically, I know Reloaded, or not Reloaded, Rovio Classics was supposed to be that. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. That's true. Well, no, actually. I would argue that Uh, well, this thing got distracted by Backyardigans reference. Or no, I would argue that Replanted is actually better than Rovio Classics. Because Rovio Classics feels like a Scratch remake of the original game. Like the Scratch coding website, it feels like if they were to remake Angry Birds on that. Versus at least Plants vs. Zombies Planet tries to add something new, even if it kind of flops. Yeah. Egbert. Pfft, idiot. Everyone knows his name is Egwin. Wait. Egwin? Oh my god, that's unironically what they would call him if there was ever an official FNAF Angry Birds. Like how all the Star Wars characters have Angry Bird pun names, like Obi-Wan Kaboomy and Darth Maul, stuff like that. I can unironically see if there was ever like a Secret of the Mimic chapter in an Angry Birds Five Nights at Freddy's game, Edwin Murray would be called Egwin. So thank you, Backyardigans, for that. Yeah. Oh, and our FNAF parody. We made a mask that's supposed to be like a pig version of the Vane mask. We call it the Piggy mask. Piggi. Don't remember what it stands for, though. Watch this video, by the way. I'm not, because I don't want to do that right now, but, yeah. Blueprints. This is supposed to be Bad Piggies 2. Yeah. God, Bad Piggies 2 had so much potential, and Rover just completely dropped the ball. The Flock and the Angry Birds movies were terrible. Favorite Angry Bird? I'm not answering that, because why would I? What is this? Will I get banned? There's no way I will get banned for... Oh, this is a separate... Okay, I thought this was on the Angry Birds subreddit. You'll be banned. Will I get banned? There's no way I'll get banned for sending Angry Birds. Send the Angry Birds. You're getting banned either way, so you might as well have some fun with it. Should we go there? No. That's stupid. Pattern recognition. Is this even pattern recognition? This is just corporate minimalist version of the Angry Birds cuts. Nah, if it were corporate minimalist, the background would be one color. Probably white. And the nest probably wouldn't even be there. And Matilda would be a circle, and I would be a circle. Yeah, true. Angry Birds in Wikipedia, gotcha. Huh. Interesting. Got Epic on PC? That's... well, I mean... that's pretty... epic. Angry Birds Movie 1 is peak, by the way. Yeah. I am not looking forward to the third one at all, by the way. I'm just saying. Is this confirmed canon or just pretty... regular enemies... I think this is actually confirmed. I think in one of the comics, there's a character who looks like exactly like the classic Helmet Pig, and his name is Steve. So, what does that tell you? What would you recommend to a new fan of Angry Birds? Get into piracy. That's it. That's all I have to say. Spare Chef Pig. Sadly, we do not, and even if we had it, no, we're not willing to sell it. We're not giving up any characters. Angry Birds Islands concept art. Wasn't Angry Birds Islands... I know people really love Angry Birds Islands and stuff, but wasn't that the one that was just Angry Birds Blast with town building mechanics? I think it might have been something else, though. No, I think it was this one. I think it was also known as like Angry Birds Blast Islands or something. Why do people like this? It's the exact same gameplay as Blast. I don't get it. Someone in the comments, tell me why Blast is good. Or not Blast. We know why Blast is bad, but tell me why Islands is good. Seriously. Oh. Okay, I don't get that. The Flock. The Toons Flock. At least the main Toons Flock. What is this? Okay, we're doing that. Pop 7 billion piggies. What? Don't joke about stuff like this. Is this real? I, I can't deal with this right now. I'm sorry. But I hope you can delete that message. It'd be, I don't know where it says after that. Angry Tunes, yeah. Angry Star Wars 3, God if only. Found any single box need to be worth anything? Yeah, probably. I don't know. If you're the leader of Royal's company back in 2013, what games you want to get greenlit? Angry Birds 2, Star Wars 2, Transformers, Fight, Pop, Epic. Honestly, I'd greenlight all of them, but I would make sure they are of the utmost quality back then. Oh, yeah, definitely. And make sure we have a game plan for what we're doing for all of them. So, yeah. We have to have a series planned on our channel where we're gonna take some Angry Birds games people have criticisms of and pretty much like fix them to make them at least a bit more enjoyable. So we'll do like Angry Birds 2, Angry Birds Blast, Angry Birds Match, Pop, probably. So Angry Birds Pop is now trying to ask what's your age. Where do you live? Because if you live in the UK, then... Well, this is normal for a lot of mobile games. Even Plants vs. Zombies 2 has this for, since, like, launch, I think. Your age is not shared with any third party. Yeah, see? But if you're in the UK, then they definitely just want your data, so delete the game, never play it again. Yeah, we haven't touched Angry Birds Pop in a while, but if it asks, then it's just Rovio trying to get our data because they want to make AI versions of us in Angry Birds 3. Angry Birds Star Wars 2 rebuilt? Ooh, that sounds promising. Yeah, because I have a lot of criticisms with, or at least I know you do, Red. Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but they put the finale of Attack of the Clones and the entirety of Revenge of the Sith in technically one chapter, and I don't know why. But, like, new season 4 Slingshot story is kind of funny. I doubt it. How I feel watch. Yes! Don't ask how I clapped just then, but yes! This is exactly how I feel. God, the worst bit is I have an Apple device. I can play it. But I don't have the money. I have so much like physical paper money, but I have quite a bit of digital money too. I just don't have a checking account, so. But the second I opened it, or the second I opened that checking, you know I'm immediately getting Angry Birds Reloaded. Just immediately. Ooh, okay. Written the screenplay for Angry Birds 2. Which characters would be in the plot and what would their roles be? So interesting. So, I didn't want to spoil this, but since you asked, so kindly, and also you put serious question, the Fixing Angry Birds series we have in mind, it's gonna conclude with the Angry Birds movie too, because I have some pretty good ideas on how to fix this movie. So, alright, yeah. So it'll be interesting, yeah. One shares my take, probably cool one, but my only true in-game complaint about Reload is that the original levels feel off with the movie theme. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Star Wars. Nope. That's gonna get us copyrighted. Yeah, this is just putting sprites over Return of the Jedi. So. I've beaten Bird Island English class and I'm happy now. Proof? Source? Evidence? This is just the image of the thing. We don't see. I mean, I'm proud for you. I believe you, but Young Boba Fett picking Angry Birds Star Wars. Yeah, kind of weird how this guy just never. Oh no, that's right. He did. He just had his helmet already, which is kind of weird, but I get it. Gameplay. Yeah. Jedi Dooku. Ooh. With fake peak. Cool lightsaber. And both. Childhood Red Plus. Is that Big Red? That's Big Red. You have Big Red. Oh my god. That's cool. Yo slash Chuck's twin is. What the hell was that? And why is it playing twice? Oh my god. Disgusting. Amy too. Then why didn't she just move? That's the thing. I think she did. Yeah. That was like her whole thing. She tried to move to Bird Island and Piggy Island. But I don't know if anyone knows of any other islands existing. Not even the Eagles, so I get why they went with the nearest convenience. But yeah, she did that. It's just that for some reason, I think mostly because of Mighty Eagle's existence, she tried to kill everyone. Believe me, this will be fixed in my rewrite. Ask me anything and I'll answer Zeta. No. New custom Angry Birds level. I can definitely see this being a thing back in the day. I like it. Keep going. How rare is this logo net Silver Plush? Pretty rare, I think. I think it was only given like a giveaway to promote Angry Birds 2. The game. So, found this DVD. Figure out who the strange bird is. It's a Russian bootleg! What do you... Who do you... Finally, this morning unlocked Shade. I assume you had to pay for the feathers. Honestly, I would just... If you're willing to pay, just pay straight for the character. Yeah. And also, don't do that. Don't pay it. Don't give her all your money. No. What? Am I don't care. Positives and negatives for still. I think that's just a. Oh, my PC loud. Oh. Oh. Let's do it. Oh. Oh. Oh, the lag. I'm turning the volume down. Oh, look at all the pigs. Oh. Frames! Frames! That wasn't that bad. I've heard louder. Jujutsu. Oh, that's supposed to be like Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, I don't know. I don't really know that. Ask me anything and I'll answer is Chuck. Okay. What's something I can ask you? I don't know. This video's already running pretty long. I think these two are some... That's definitely a coincidence. Yeah. I can see it, but... That... Because Dahlia exists in the movies. As her own separate character already. I kind of wonder if in the third movie they're gonna do something with Shade. I don't know, I doubt it. The movies, unlike Sonic and Mario and even Five Nights at Freddy's, the Angry Birds movies don't seem to ever adapt any storylines from the games and just kind of do their own thing. Which, I mean, yeah, Angry Birds is such a big brand that I kind of get why they do that. I'm not entirely against that, but I don't know. This is about the height of Angry Birds be compared to that of a human. No, actually. In the Geico commercial, they confirm they're tiny. Really tiny. So this is not accurate in the slightest. Idiot. Okay. So this is like a... Oh! Why is everyone 3D except Bomb? What? Why? What is the duck thing? Birds and piggies living together. Mass hysteria! It's even weirder about Bond if you ever shows it on screen. Is he kind of looks like how he does in Angry Birds. What the hell? What? What is happening? Okay, clearly this was made in China. There is no way this was made by the main Rovio team. This has to be Chinese. They've seen us survive on the mysterious What? Birds on them. Oh, he did the app icon! Okay, so apparently the trailer for that got leaked. What little fan art? Looks... I'm going to assume that's not AI, because it looks weirdly off. Might just be the art style. Page 1 of Red's Journey, prologue chapter. Okay, King Pig wants eggs, bad piggies set out, get the eggs. I'm not sure why Red has all these eggs, but okay. You know, he's sleeping with the radio. Not sure why that's here, it seems unimportant. And then the pigs up, steal the eggs, and... well, we all know what happens then. How much sounds a bomb plushie? I don't know, but I've never seen that before, so it's probably pretty expensive. Ask a question, I'll answer as a movie. I'll answer a question for you. No, go away. I don't know. It seems a tiny bit unfair. Yeah, so funny story. I mentioned I'm trying to unlock shit. I was playing the arena for a while there, and apparently I stopped playing the arena for so long, before starting the arena again, that I am now just way more powerful than anyone ever. So everyone's talking about how unbalanced the arena is, and you always get unfair opponents. Buddy, I am the unbalance. Or at least I was until I started throwing shade in there. Literally. Every time, so... yeah, I can't play the arena because I'm afraid to play. I mean, I doubt, because I am pretty low. I'm a pretty low league, but I doubt any of my opponents have shade, but just in case, you know. I don't want to risk it. Piggy on floor 2 thrice in a row. And this is why we don't play the Tower of Hell. And this is also why we plan on fixing the Tower of Hell in our video. Yeah. Will you listen to anything we say? God, no! But is it still interesting to put out possible solutions anyway? Yes! Angry Birds with ear pictures? Well, as long as they're not AI generated, which these appear to be. Nah, I was gonna say something harsh, but I really shouldn't. Actually, no, screw it, kill yourself. Anyway, Modern Friends styled Angry Birds. Or Modern Friends style classic Angry Birds. Red looks exactly... I get the intent behind it, but why does Red look exactly the same? I'm seeing it. Ah, piggy tails. Yes. This was cool. I believe it. There's been some pretty weird stuff. Still, his reflex is crazy. Wow. Why is Red tweaking? Well, it doesn't say wrong answers only, so I'm gonna say why. He keeps seeing eggs everywhere, because it's actually, well, what was this one called? Day Off or something? Red's Day Off? Something like that. This episode is actually a very deep look into Red's psyche and all of what he represents as a character or whatever. I don't know. I don't do super deep media analysis because I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. I just say stuff that sounds smart and payments free should be set. Very well done. That's all I have to say. Very well done. On BlueStack 5? Read the White Burn Dress Porsche. Well, I don't know how to fix that. How do I fix the game having weird full screen? I don't know. How do you have 4 birds? Wait, what? That's normal because it says 4 on the bottom right. Yeah. Wait. Is that an energy system? Why the hell is there an energy system in Angry Birds Epic? What is this? Did Rovio remaster Angry Birds Epic and not tell anyone? Because I'm willing to believe they do that. Robot Classics of the Golden King Pig. I think I actually tested that. I don't think it does. So. Oh yeah, we're remembering Angry Birds Epic. I should do a series on this again one day. Just cause Angry Birds Epic is peak. Rank my flock. That is an S tier flock right there. If I do, that's all the most powerful ones. Ruby should have red mighty feathers. You know what? I can definitely see that. Oh my, right, we've been at this for 40 minutes now. Oh! Holy okay. But yeah, you're right. I think that would be a great way to adapt that character and bring Red's Mighty Feathers levels in and everything. Why does this hat always fall off? That happens with every hat. That's normal for the game. Always going to add Gordon if reloaded and his shockwave ability. Yeah, I remember when Gordon first dropped, everyone was just like, oh, his ability is just shockwave. When Ingrid's bounce first dropped with him. So, what am I supposed to do here? Spaghettification! Because that appears to be a black hole. For some reason. Why is King Pig... Why is Squidward King Pig... Squidward doesn't deserve... if anything... No, you know what? I know this would be more so for Super Adventures, but Booze and Bubbles will be SpongeBob and Patrick. I would be Squidward. King Pig would be Plankton. Probably... Who would be Mr. Krabs? Probably, I don't know, Bomb, I guess? What about Sandy? I don't know. Yeah. So, tell me, how do you perceive Silver's personality? Just goofball, dumbass idiot. Applicate banner, red always seems out of place. Not really? He probably only looks like that because he's kind of slapped on the top rather than with the rest of the gang. You know? Do I buy this lot? Looks like a good lot to me. Yeah. There's plushies in there we don't have. Yeah. Red. Yeah. Quick question. Yeah. How long are we going to continue this for? That's a good question. I don't know. Jeez, I have no idea. Zeta won't be canon on my Ingrid's Hicking list, but if I added my own canon Ingrid's, well, this would be mine. Okay. Coldest Nights. So Angry Birds animation. Not bad. I probably anything better than what I could do. Yeah. Finally got Jade. Cool. Genuine, what you can do right now. What was he? Was he a Make-A-Wish kid? It's either Make-A-Wish or he had cancer or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if he survived. Whatever it was he had. Whatever. That is one Angry Bird. Restart all the Rovio Classics levels. Oh, good job. Good luck with Mighty Eagle. Some of those are straight up impossible. Angry Birds taking names from Sonic Media. Boom. Rush, and that's it. Tell Thin Ice. When did this come out? Oh, this was definitely like very early. So this was foreshadowing on Thin Ice. I was wondering if it was good. Oh yeah, I watched that video. It's like a trailer for like a concept for an Angry Birds movie. It reuses audio from a bunch of other trailers and stuff, but I don't know. I still think it looked like an interesting idea. Kind of looked like our idea a little bit, kind of. Not really. Watch our Angry Birds Flash movie. Pattern recognition. Classic. I don't know what that says, but yeah. Oh, I don't. Did Disney ever officially announce they're making a Zootopia 3? Second one made $1 billion. Of course, they're making a third one. Right. Um. Supposedly, based on the post-credit scene of 2, there's gonna be birds involved. I wonder if they're gonna reference this in Zootopia 3 at all. Who knows? That bird is dead. Yeah. The break. Oh! Yes! Oh! Yes, it's so fast! Oh my god. Oh, what happened with Angry Birds Rush? I don't know. Has it been updated lately? I haven't played it in a while. Oh, who knows? Kind of think I should have been stores. How? I can see it, actually. I think the idea is Hal's already similar enough to Yoda Birds, where he's basically the equivalent. Working on an Angry Birds remake. What the hell went wrong with AB? I'm sure someone out there has a really good video detailing the history of it. Actually, no, not really. We should make that video. I don't know. Angry Birds Rush was delisted. Oh well, good thing I never deleted it because we now have lost media. Heck yeah. Turn humans in many colors. Huh. Matilda looks a lot like Daisy from Mario. Interesting. Here's how I work. Ruby, Joe, and Gordon is reloaded. Oh, speaking of Joe, Rovio in the Dahlia concept to release video was saying something along the lines of what was it? We need to think about like how to implement he or she into the game, but they don't say they, and Joe is a they. So I was joking, saying like, oh, that's confirmation right there. Joe's never coming to Angry Birds 2. Knowing Rovio, that's not a joke, but I don't know. We tried. Angry Birds Pop was released worldwide 11 years ago today. 5 days ago. Cool, I guess. I don't know, I really don't care too much about Pop. Yeah. Who do you had getting to be in the Angry Birds cast? Birds only. Honestly, this is fairly accurate. Really, the way I see it, the Toons flock is the main flock. And everyone else just so happens to be background characters in the village. At least as of now. Still wish that Shady can revert back to Dolly as a corpse after using her ability, if you know what I mean. So, here's the interesting thing. We were gonna make a theory video about Shade. But then we realized there's nothing much to theorize about. But the conclusions we came up with, I don't even know if anyone's still watching this part, the conclusions we came up with were that, specifically in the ritual, the experiment thing, that turned Dolly into Shade involves a black pearl, and it specifically curses her to be a ghost. I think it's a reference to Pirates of the Caribbean, meaning that, yes, the curse can be lifted, it's just going to be its own little story arc, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Shade, alright, I think we're in the... Technically, the show was supposed to be about the proper ending of Angry Birds. So, I think, honestly, Angry Birds Stella ended on a pretty good note. I really don't think there's too much you could do here, because pretty much all the loose ends are tied up by the end of, You Asked For It, I think was the name of the final episode. Could be a different one. So, yeah, there's no reason. Yeah, the only place I can see where to go is how Stella met the classic flock. So, refurbished Angry Birds Space episode selection. So is this just one screen and you tap on the planets here and you go to each episode. I prefer scrolling. Yeah, I do too. So this fox is becoming pale. Wait, what? That's not part of Stella's. Oh, not sure what's up with Willow there, but that's. Oh wait, actually, was that supposed to be Gale? No. What? No. Three. Yeah. What if they're gonna introduce her into slingshot stories? Well, it wouldn't really cost them too much more money because the new game drop, realistic Angry. What? That's a joke. Love Die by Hayashi's Space One. Yeah. Reason Angry Birds still on anything. I don't think they will. If they continued making episodes for Angry Birds Space, even after making an actual finale for it, they're gonna show us the full story of Angry Birds Stella, the game. And I'm really excited for this. I want to know the lore here. I want to know where this is all going, so. I'm looking for Angry Birds Star Wars. Well, I couldn't tell you. Make level selections. The Bounce series by Rovio? No, I do not. This is most definitely before Angry Birds. Shade Name Birds 2? I don't know. Haven't really played her yet. But I'm not actually too far against it over time. Virus? What? What is that? What is this? I have no idea. Oh my god. Oh, we need to reload this new update. I mean... Well, not okay, well, not the one that was upcoming. Okay, I think a lot of this is a bit too outdated now. Yeah. Big City Look Namers Classic. Actually, no. I actually prefer its more modern look. It really feels like they actually thought about the world building and everything. Like with ordinary chest. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, they added that to chest now. Nope, nope. That's got copyrighted music. Yeah, I'm just... Bro. Yeah, this is pretty much all old news at this point. So... Oh, what the... Oh, this is the making of the thing, so... Okay. So, yeah.
Say it!
I don't want to.
Say it!
Two best friends in a room. They might...
Oh, no, more copyright. Okay, yeah, I think we're getting... so we're gonna end it on... We're gonna end it on this. I think that's enough for this episode. What do you think? Yeah, again, we might do this, every month. But... I don't know, we'll see. That depends on how well this video performs. Yeah, if it performs poorly, we might not do this ever again, but... We'll see. Who knows? That depends. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Yes. If you liked this video, you know what to do, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Bye!